Chris, you talked about going with the healthiest running back. Can you explain how you determine you have playing running back tomorrow?
What's that now?
Can you explain how you determine who's going to be the running back for tomorrow, the starting?
Yeah, we said yesterday that we're going to go with the healthiest body.
Is that LaFrance, I guess, or is it?
Yeah, LaFrance is going to play running back, but we'll also have an American.
How much rotation can we expect in the offense, given Brendan Labatt is out and you had to start the American at?
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of different personnel packages. Again, that'll be totally up to Mac how he wants to utilize them, but we'll have different packages.
What can Thigpen do from a running back standpoint? He hasn't played a ton of running back in this league, and what do you expect to see from him in terms of his skill set?
Yeah, he's a very explosive athlete. I saw him firsthand when we were in Calgary years ago. He played running back, and he hit us for about 3 big ones, so I've seen it firsthand.
Chris, in the final few weeks of the regular season, you faced Ottawa twice. You won by a point here, lost by a point in Regina. What do you have to do better against this Red Blacks team?
We need to come out and play solid football. Again, the most recent game gave up too many explosions. Trevor did a good job of hitting us and throwing and catching the football. We've got to do a great job of defending their run. Over here when we played, Powell ran up and down the field on us on the ground. So we've got to, again, they're a very good offensive football team, so certainly we've got to take care of them. And then on the other 2 phases, we've got to stay on the field offensively and put touchdowns on the board. And then, of course, trying to contain 85 is going to be a big chore.
When you get into the postseason, how significant can the game planning changes be? Facing an opponent, I just have to think that obviously you want to come up with new wrinkles.
You know what? I mean, it's not like they're going to have 9,000 new plays. They're going to do what they do well and go to the well like they have. I mean, you don't win as many games as what they have and been as consistent as they have over the past few years. Rick does a very good job of doing what they do and doing it real well. And so I don't expect them to do a whole lot, different things offensively, special teams wise. I'm sure they'll have a wrinkle here or there, but they're going to do what they do.
How valuable is it for you to have Naaman Roosevelt back in the offense?
Yeah, I mean, Naaman's one of the best receivers in the league. On top of that, it's one of the best teammates I've been around. He's a hard worker, brings a lot of leadership to our football team, so we're welcoming him back.
How hard was it to have him sit down the stretch here? Was it the right decision for his health, or was it just he wasn't quite ready?
Well, I mean, it's one of those deals where was coming off of a concussion, and so we had our situation in the playoffs pretty much settled, and so to play him was just putting him at risk and harm's way of not being able to play in the playoffs. So I decided not to play him.
He must be pretty excited though.
Yeah, he's ready to go.
The journey east, just the fact that this has never been done, does that kind of make it even more exciting a challenge for your group?
Yeah, you know what? I mean, that's for y'all to debate. I mean, it's one of those deals where, regardless of where we're playing football, we're trying to give ourselves an opportunity to play next week, and that's regardless if we were playing east or west. I mean, we'd be doing the same thing.
Chris, it's quite a.
Go ahead, Larry.
Sorry.
You go ahead, buddy.
See that hand up? There's quite a discrepancy in turnover margins. The Riders have a pretty big advantage, plus 12 over the Red Blacks. Do you remind the guys that this is something that you can do to take advantage of that, or what do we look at when we see those?
Well, I mean, that's just something that we've carried, forever. Is the fact that we're trying to take the football away from our opponent. When we do that, we've got a lot of success, and when the opponent doesn't turn the ball over, it's harder to win those football games. So certainly taking the football away is something that we try to stress.
Is there any chance that Carter plays defense at all tomorrow?
You know what? I mean, if we need him to play, the good thing about it is, kind of like with Naaman, you don't have to dress an extra American DB when you know that not only he but Christian Jones can flip over and play some defensive back for you. You're able to dress your roster a different way.
But there's no plan to utilize him necessarily in packages or anything like that. No. Okay. And what is Chad Owens brought to the equation? He's signed him, I think, principally as a kick returner, and has now worked his way into your offense. What's he bringing?
Yeah, well, I mean, he's a consummate professional. He's won a lot of football games, been around a lot of winning football ways. His work habits are second to none, and so his leadership and toughness, heading into the playoffs here is going to be valuable for us.
Anything else? Perfect. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.